Hey man, hello, no. Got his headphones in. He was locked in. Do you want to be in the YouTube? I mean, this is the first time I'm sort of going out in public to record specifically to talk to people. And I just wanted to put things to the test. So my plan is I'm going to go onto the BTS and get out there into a different part of the city and see if there's a bit more of a busy area, tourist section, other than where I'm at now. There's a great system here where everyone stands to the side, lets people out, and then you funnel in. It might be a bit of a tight ride here. It's busier than I thought. One thing about Thailand is you struggle to find, number one, bins, and two, the toilet. I don't know what it is, but you're always hard pressed to find those two. Well, this is very odd. This feels very European. This is the first time I've been on a road without a motorbike. The streets, it's almost, yeah, it's like I'm back at home. Like I'm in Swindon or something. Warm Swindon. One thing you find everywhere in Thailand, at pretty much every establishment, home, building, office, are spirit houses. Now these are particularly ornate ones, all black. They usually have different types of animals or figures or symbols. And yeah, people do incense, they pray, pay respect. They're open displays of religion. Let's hold the camera up a bit better. There we go. Be a bit more ballsy with it, because we're out here, we might as well make the most of it. The sun is beating down today. Luckily there's a lot of shade in this part. There's a lot of people that are out. I don't know whether they're out of college or university or... Let's go and grab a coffee. Could do with a bit of a coffee. The black coffee world. I think that's the place that I live. Everyday black coffee. It's got to be done. No milk, no sweetener. It's a lot harder than it looks. And as well, I definitely do have the fact that a lot of people don't speak English. Well, they do, but not great English. And also, it's quite hard to even get like an eye contact with someone. People just aren't. People are just sort of like doing their own thing. And I guess that's where the skill of pulling up a random conversation out of nowhere comes from. I'm making up a load of excuses here, but it is also the off-season and not a lot of people are around, especially foreigners. It's a lot of locals, a lot of people working, a lot of people just going about their day. But I guess that's where you just got to chop in. Everyone's about their day all the time, so it gets me off the screens a little bit. It's one of my goals at the minute is to reduce my screen time. So it's also helpful just to get out of the house, see some new environments, and hopefully we can find some people to let on to on the way back. Another fantastic thing about Thailand, plastic straws. No messing. Fuck the tails. Before I get home, I've got to have a conversation with someone that I do not know. And that constitutes more than just saying hello with your eyebrows. Another insight that I've learned since being here in Thailand is you can have all the luxuries that you want, access to people, or, you know, having maids, abundance in all areas, and people still can be unhappy. People still get lost. And in fact, you get more lost with everything than if you have nothing. I do really like the elevated walks that you get everywhere in the city, especially on the Sukhumvit area, Sukhumvit Road. Sort of brings you off the street level. You get a better view of places. And there's less risk of dying by motorbike. It does just make me very grateful the fact that I've got connections here in Bangkok and, you know, good friends that I've built up over being here, because if I was doing this every day with no mates, it'd be pretty lonely. The fact that I can call on people when I want is actually a godsend, and probably one of the reasons why I'm still here. I think one of the biggest disruptors in people is when they haven't got a strong community around them, and yeah, really no one to rely on. You can see how it can be pretty lonely if you didn't have a good network of people. So yeah, it's an important thing to think of. And there is always the option of joining communities and joining networks and being a part of something. And there's no shame in buying something like that. It's probably the only reason why I am here in Bangkok, is because the people that I already knew here, and you get to ask questions and sort of look at things and get an experienced viewpoint on a lot of stuff that otherwise you would have had to make a mistake and fail on yourself. I see big plots of land like this in between massive high-rises and think, what's the buying war? What's the story there? Who owns this? Why is it still empty? Why are they sitting on the land? Why has it not yet been used? These are the sort of things that I like to look at. The absence of development sometimes also means, you know, I don't know how to put this, but conflict. It makes you wonder how all these places keep the doors open with the low footfall in the off-season. And also with the high prices that they will be getting in this area, despite it being a developing country, these areas are just as expensive, if not more expensive, than the average area in a Western country. One of my favourite things about Bangkok is you've got these three-wheeler tuk-tuks that all say four-wheel drive. Now, how's about that? Four-wheel drive three-wheeler. Yeah, explain that one. A little bit of car spotting as well. We've got a Maybach GLS 600. This is the car that does the bouncy bounce. You would have seen it's a feature to get itself out the dirt, out the sand. But I think Mercedes just put that in there for the car guys, I think. But yeah, it's the fear of being rejected. That's what it is. It's the fear of like saying hello and they're like, nah, I'm alright, mate. I think I'm trying to sell you something, but it's a mindset. It's a frame of mind that you got to change. I have to change. And if I keep doing this, then I'll get better steadily. Ooh. What's up, guys? Do you want to be in the YouTube? What? Do you want to be in the YouTube? No? No worries. So, successful mission. I probably tried to marry it before I said hello there. Just asked the guys, do you want to be on the YouTube, before I even introduced myself. But I had a little chat with them. Those guys are from Sweden, and he brought his son to do some fight training over in Thailand, which is a massive thing. It's basically the fight capital of the world for Muay Thai, MMA, boxing. It's very popular. But yeah, it's the fear of not being understood and also being rejected that you have to come over. So I can go home happy with saying hello to a random person. And usually I don't really have a problem saying hello, like in a lift or making a comment and starting a conversation. But I think I put a bit too much pressure on myself to perform because of the camera. And also, yeah, you're sort of like looking for them to get involved, and a lot of people aren't. They aren't too interested in getting on camera either. So hence I switched the camera off quickly and had a chat with them, and sort of took the pressure off. But let's see if we can get another one in, because it's not that hard. It's just finding the right kind of people, I think, that are going to understand what I'm doing. Hey man, hello. No, got his headphones in. He was locked in. So despite being like normally socially adept, I know it sounds weird to point out, but it's definitely refreshing, and I feel like I've accomplished something by setting out a little goal and just getting myself to pull through with it. i.e. saying hello to one person. It's not hard, but when you actually get out there and you think, that would be pretty easy to do, yeah, it's harder than it looks. And fair play to all the... I messaged one of my friends earlier that I was out here recording a video and trying to do some like cold interactions, and he sent me a message, just scream really loud in public and anything's easy after that. And I thought, I mean, he's not wrong. Fuck. I don't think I can scream loud in public. I can. There's nothing stopping me. The only thing that's stopping me is me. But, I mean, that's not really in my personality to just go out of the way and make unnecessary noise. But I see where the boy's coming from. Fair play. Give me some encouragement. Gotta love him. I don't quite know what it comes down to, but being a Westerner out here, there is a habit of you not looking or not letting on to other Westerners. You sort of know they're there, and you both know each other are there, but you won't like say hello or anything. I don't know whether it's like, pretending like I'm the only white man in Asia. That's how it feels. And it always reminds me that your environment dictates who you are, and if you want to change who you are, one of the easiest ways to do that is uproot and change where you live, or change your friends group, or change what you watch on your phone. It's all about what you consume and the mindset that you go about the day with. I just realised I've not drank any water in about 3 hours, and it's just hit me. I'm thirsty as hell. So now I'm back home and I've done a bit of post-match analysis in the book. And I just wanted to share some insights before I watch the footage back, and then I might do a little bit of an excerpt after I watch the footage and give you some more insights to how I was feeling at the time. So, from memory, it took me far too long to muster up to speak to the first person. And the longer this went on, the bigger the wall that it created. And if I'd have said hello to someone or started a conversation within the first 10 minutes, then I perhaps wouldn't have spent so long just walking around talking to the camera. I could have and should have next time post up somewhere. So set my camera up and just record, become comfortable talking in public to the camera, which I already am, and just wait for people to come into my zone and then try and catch their attention, say hello, and then start the conversation that way. That way it's not like I'm trying to sort of like pursue them, if you know what I mean. I was also, take this with a pinch of salt, I was also only looking to speak with Westerners. You might have heard me talking. I believe like a language barrier, and also the Westerners that are here are most likely going to be on holiday, and they're less likely to be in a rush. And the locals that are here have shit to do. They've got to go to work, they're from meeting to meeting, or you know, they've just finished work and they're going home, or a multitude of different things. And that was a fallacy that I told myself that I had to just, or only Westerners would want to talk, which is probably not true. And then when I did speaking to, there was like a father and son at a crosswalk. I just went straight up and I said, do you want to be in my YouTube? Not, hi, introduce myself, talk about something, and then say, hey, do you mind if I record this for YouTube? I just went in there and just did the whole like put a ring on it before you even like gone on a first date. And then, yeah, I felt like, I felt much better after doing the first conversation and then trying to speak to other people and just getting out there and looking at it. And like I realised, reminding myself that I don't have a fear of recording in public. It's just that taking people outside of their day, that maybe that I've got to wind that back and realise that people want to be spoken to. People are probably in the same position. Why does no one speak to me? Or, you know, they want a bit of excitement in their day. Perhaps you can bring a smile or some joy to someone. And this is something that I can do, even if I spend some time each day or a couple of days a week, just going out and, you know, brightening people's day up. So next time from that, I'll post up somewhere, wave at someone and introduce them into my world. I'll walk around with the experience of today. It's not a daunting task. It's just getting the first one out, and then, yeah, probably a bit of better strategy rather than hopping from place to place, stay in one area and just like wait for the right people to come to me. And remember that people want to be spoken to, not everyone, but people aren't just, I've seen this thing, it's RBF, resting bitch face. Not everyone is an angry person, they just have an RBF. It's probably a longer video than I expected to make. I don't know how long it's going to be in total, but I'm going to keep doing this. I don't know how frequent I'm going to do it, but I'm going to incorporate it into my video diet and also grow my confidence, because when I'm around my friends and the people that I know, I've got no confidence issues at all, especially talking on camera and putting my views out there is not an issue. But when it comes to starting up random conversations, especially with a camera, then I've got that resistance there that I need to break. So we're going to keep working on it, keep pushing the boundaries of what I can achieve. And yeah, it's just going to bulletproof my confidence even more. If you've enjoyed this one, subscribe. I'm going to be posting more stuff like this, mindset, fitness, all sorts of stuff that's going on through my mind. And if you liked it, I can take you to the next one.